Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Give me 1 second to adjust this. Jackie, you moved your camera on me.
I did?
Yeah, because I had it adjusted and then it was just the top of your forehead, but I got it fixed now.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
You're good. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Charlie. I'm the DM for this group. We are currently going to wrap up our Fandolin mishap, is what we will call it, by doing a Candlekeep mystery that kind of ties into everything we've been doing with our Lost Mine campaign. So let's go ahead and we can just do player introductions. And then we'll do character introductions here in a bit. So let's go ahead and we'll start with Jackie.
We're just doing player introductions?
Yeah, just you. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
Okay.
Nice to see you all.
All right. Pedro.
Hello, my name is Pedro. I do stuff and things sometimes. Nice to meet you all.
Oh man, this is like really out of order. Ricky.
Hi, I'm Ricky. I murder Droop as often as possible.
Stop it. Droop is still alive and well. He's survived everything. Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather. I am the resident Chaos Goblin, mostly on accident, sometimes on purpose.
All right, and Bookworm.
Yep. Hiya, I'm Bookworm, and I think I have a mouse downs out of hit the majority of players so far.
Like
Hell
your
yeah.
character has gone down the most? Yep, I think that's true.
Except for the one
Yeah.
that's dead.
Designated floor tank.
Or were you talking
Like,
taking
someone has
out
to
the
keep her throw
mistakes?
warm.
All right. Well, we won't do a recap because I'm gonna do a bit of a recap. To kind of put us all in speed. So we are going from, what were you all, level 4? Is that what we left?
5.
5. So we're jumping from level 5 to level 16. So it should be interesting. But yeah, so I'm gonna narrate some of that jump. All right. Let me see. Okay. And I do apologize. There was a lot to narrate, so it will be a little bit of me reading in my teacher voice. As Shawnee, Burroughs, and Melody looked on, they saw both Solomon and Ash fall in defeat to the Redcaps as the Redcaps dipped their hats in the blood of the fallen. The three of them realized the best hope of survival for anyone would be to save those who were still able to fight and get out from being surrounded. Melody healed Boros. He yelled in a rage as he charged at the Redcap that was approaching him, his flail striking against the sickle. Quickly pulling back, he swung again and managed to hit, but could tell, though small, the bloodlust in these creatures had meant there'd be no surrender from them. He yelled, "Run! It's too late!" And he turned and realized that Ashani had already begun to retreat. Her bow is out. Her bow is out, arrows were flying, and he thought to himself, if only she could aim while standing, yet alone running. Locking eyes with Melody, he signaled that the time was now before they'd be completely surrounded by the 4 Redcaps. The 2 across the bridge came running towards them. Boros quickly and Misty stepped away, and he yelled out to Melody, "You're a damn fool if you stay!" But he realized, much like Darren and Sildar back in the manor with the zombies, Melody wouldn't leave her post until the fight had finished. So with a sigh, he fled, knowing that he had his own mission to complete that outranked this surely defeat. As Shawnee and her... Go for it.
No.
Peace. Shawnee and Boros, in the chaos of retreat and being slightly unfamiliar with the land, though Shawnee more familiar than Ouroboros. They were separated in their escape. They both heard what they could only assume to be the final blow delivered to Melody. Now, truly knowing there was no hope, they continued to get as far away as they could, as fast as they could. The cry as Melody took her final blow was carried by the wind, and it left Gundren with a sinking feeling. He had been with the party, but when they went to Agatha's, he got caught up in looking at all the trinkets and gems that she had, that he didn't leave Agatha's with the party. At the moment the piercing cry went up, he was in his own battle, perhaps facing his final peril, but in that moment he knew he had to act because of his friendship with Sildar. And this couldn't all be for pain. He fled as he looked at the site he sacrificed, fulfilling his duty in order to save Melody. When Melody came to, she saw that it was outside of her abilities to save Solomon. She knew Ouroboros and Ashani had managed to flee, but she was puzzled as she looked around for Ash. But she knew that the necromancer at the Old Owl Well was near, and so she feared what fate awaited Ash. And she traveled back to Phandalin a bit defeated to inform Sildar and Darren of the events. It took a lot longer on her own, and due to there being raiders, she had no gear, but by the time she arrived, the village had been overtaken by unusual goblins, different from any she had seen before. Sildar, Darren, Sister Gariel, and herself, they went to seek out answers. As time went on, there were reported sightings of someone that fit Ashani's description to a T, living in the cave system between Neverwinter and Phandalin. Most assumed somehow that the drow necromancer had found Ashani and turned her into a zombie. Sildar vowed to investigate it further and put her to rest if that were the case, but he decided on the list of things to do that this fell kind of short in terms of importance. Boros had found himself captured by a band of orcs with a gruesome ogre. He wasn't their first captive, and as he plotted how to escape, he befriended Cecilia and listened to her stories of her grandfather and Thunder Tree, and how she and her twin Jasper, along with two others, were a group bounty operation. When Cecilia had heard that her grandfather was having difficulties with a group of cultists that moved in that were disturbing the somewhat of a coexistence that her grandfather had with a dragon in the area, her and Jasper decided to try to drive the dragon or the cultist or both out of the area, as their grandfather had decided to spend his remaining years in the village he'd once grown up in, even though it lies in shambles and ruins. Perhaps wishful thinking, but the only real lead he had to go with for his own personal mission. So Ouroboros decided he would help them both escape and see if these cultists could help him at all with what he needed to accomplish. Turns out playing tricks on orcs wasn't too difficult, and the poor treatment of the ogre they kept as a pet really helped to deliver the final blow needed. Time has passed. Conditions on the Sword Coast have only continued to worsen, as answers were being found and reaching what everyone hoped to be the end of this fight. A group was called together to meet. As this group was meeting, Ash mysteriously turned up out of nowhere. They heard as Carp called out, thinking that it was a zombie approaching, because there'd been lots of those, and how else could Ash be standing here right now? And as they realized it was Ash, the group was a little taken aback. Sildar couldn't make sense of it. Ash was unable to really recount much of how he survived. He seemed troubled by answering it, so they left it alone. At this point, everyone is hardened, So many are dead or sick. Sildar had set up operations out of Phandalin, and with everything that had happened and been uncovered in the time that passed, Sildar and Halia are currently jointly managing and overseeing Phandalin. It's not ideal, but when you realize your former mayor was a rotting zombie corpse while standing next to a very living version of him, well, it changes things. How'd I do?
Because Shawnee got her a happy
Well.
ending.
All right. So as you all are standing, you hear your Sildar going over information. A new group is gathered around. We see Ash is sitting there a bit quiet. Go ahead and describe your character for us, Bookworm. I know he's not new,
Yep.
but
Yep, for anyone who doesn't know, Ash is. Fuck, I actually forget how tall he is. I think he's 5'9". And you just see him covered in a bunch of these hair cream cloths, pretty much having no skin visible. Face is damn near completely covered apart from a little slit for his eyes. And yeah, that's just pretty much him. He has a bit more equipment on him than previously. You see when he's picked up a hair bow from somewhere. He has these hair braces on his hands and this circlet thing over his hair on his head. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
okay. Go ahead and Ricky describe Cost for us.
Cost is a middle-aged half-elf dressed in all red robes from Fae. He's he has a quarterstaff that he uses to lean on, and he has a couple of skeletons that just follow him around that he uses as just general servants. He's a little bit ill-tempered as he was not planning on staying this far from Fae for this long.
Okay. Heather, go ahead.
So Remy is a small fairy. I wouldn't exactly call him quick-tempered, but he's not exactly well-mannered. He somehow managed to get himself locked out of the Fae realm, and over the years, he's just been running around doing odd jobs. He claims he's a bounty hunter, but he's mostly a janitor, is the best way to explain it, because he'll do anything as long as it gets him coin.
That's quite the difference. All right. Pedro.
Vetus is roughly 5'8" in height. He's stocky somewhat, but like it's hard to tell what his body type is, like considering all the heavy armor that he wears. It's pretty bulky. Most of it's plain, other than the tabard that he wears, depicting like a giant blooming tree with flowers hanging off of it. He has a cloak that is not so much a cloak, more than it is a living canopy of sorts. It's got a bunch of like vines, leaves, and other pieces of nature just kind of hanging off it that also seems to kind of like thrive in a way as he wears it. It all seems alive. Yeah, he is I would say somewhat tan, shortish hair that he keeps in a ponytail that's also somewhat short. And the only real defining feature other than like his hair and whatnot, as far as like his facial features go, he's got like slightly chewed up ears. They're a bit damaged. Yeah.
What was chewing on his ears?
Not nice things.
Okay.
They're kind of gnarly looking a little bit.
Okay. All right. Jackie.
Well, Minlin is short, small. She is 3'2". Violet hair, lavender eyes, with a barn owl on her shoulder. Who actually is rather large compared to her. The owl is as big as her head. Um, but doesn't seem to bother her. She has a cloak on, but no armor, and a circlet. Um, and a necklace. Um, but yeah, that's what she looked like.
Okay. All right. So as you all are gathered around, Sildar is kind of the one really leading the meeting, and he looks at the group. Sister Gariel is there, and so is Halia as well. Tharden is also there, and Darren. So you hear Sildar, as he's going over, and he goes, "Now, I know this isn't ideal. We don't know everything. And again, thank you all for being willing to take on this. We did as much as we could, but well, we are getting a little bit in our ears, if you understand, and with everything that's happening, we're not sure we are going to be able to be much assistance further." He gives a tired sigh.
Vetus would kind of like step up and raise his hand as if like he was asking for permission to speak, but he just kind of starts speaking anyways.
Go on.
Well, I suppose
Oh,
that's why
you
we're
are.
here. But alleviate the situation, yes?
Yes, it is, and we appreciate it very much. Well, let's go through what we know, and we'll go from there. So we're dealing with, well, we presume Arkham Grieth, but we've learned since that that name was an alias. We're not really sure much more. Once we calmed her down, he kind of gives a look towards Tharden. Well, she said something about him being a druid and losing someone that was close to him. Apparently, she knew him long ago, and well, he turned reckless. He apparently was researching fungi and lichen, and I don't know, we're a bit hazy on the details in between. Sister Gariel chimes in. Well, obviously, at some point, lichen led to Lich. Yes, I guess we know that too. But yeah, he eventually turned to Lichdom instead of lichen. Agatha did say she thought he left the area over 2 centuries ago. But the event that happened when the zombies overtook the manor seems to be about when he returned. I'm sure that Agatha saw him. She had to know more than she let on for us. Well, never mind that. At this point, Tharden speaks up. There is no use in us arguing. She gave us more than we knew. Otherwise, she's been helping those based in Coneybury stay safe while quarantined. We can't ask for much more than that, all things considered. As you would notice, his similarities to Gundren, he's slightly thinner. You would assume he is taller. But you all have heard, it's hard for you to gauge. You've heard talk around town that there was a cave-in that happened at Wave Echo Cave before Tharden was able to be rescued. And he doesn't want a magic fix on things. He feels it's his burden, considering he's the one who survived.
Yep. Fair enough.
Alright, well, so we know the following. The fall of the barrier brought an increase in undead. Arklem, or whoever he is, had been trying to get to the catacombs that Orthendal had built under the tower. And likely, this is what caused him to end up beneath Tressendor Manor. He gives a nod towards Cost. Cost was able to prevent him from getting underneath the tower, and eventually was able to break through the barriers that were protecting those catacombs and uncovered the Twilight Cluster. We know that he showed up again at Wave Echo Cave, but with the help, or I'm not sure it was intentional, of Nesnar, we survived, though Arklem was able to get away. It's clear to us he was wanting to use the forge, but we don't quite know why. Sister Dariel continues, there's also been a sudden surge in a fungal disease ravaging the coast from one settlement to the next. Magic has helped rid individuals of the spore infection, but it's spreading far too quickly to be contained. If somebody does get infected, the key things to watch for is a sudden spike in temperature, and sprouts will begin to grow, and they're disgusting and gooey, fungal in nature, and eventually the person loses control and becomes they lose control of their autonomy, and they become zombie-like. The spores can then be released and infect others, and eventually it reduces those infected to a puddle of ooze. Anyone who's been infected, they just keep saying the word Xanthoria over and over again, almost as if they're in a trance. They just keep saying it, even when their voice is cracking and dried. Yes, so that is what we know so far, and we're hoping that a lot of you can go to Candlekeep and maybe see if they have more information there.
Do any of you know how long of a ride it would be from here to Candlekeep? I figured if we use horses and whatnot, we should be able to get there quickly.
Yeah, Ash wouldn't have any idea where Candlekeep is, would he?
Likely not.
I might.
Yeah.
For funsies, I figured out it's 1,000 miles, my friends.
Jeez.
Does
Ooh,
does Candlekeep have a circle?
Like teleportation circle?
teleportation circle?
There's a circle, we can be there in minutes.
Yes, we did receive some teleportation scrolls in order to help you all arrive there quickly.
Kaus will tap his quarterstaff. Excellent. We can be there in no time.
This is a much better idea than riding there on horseback, I'll admit. Though,
My apologies, I forgot to say, I also have a staff and bronze scales periodically throughout the body. Just ever so slightly.
Sildar looks, and Cost being the one that at this point he would be the most familiar with, because Ash only just arrived. Cost has been in the area for a bit. He goes, well, we have 2 scrolls, one to get you all there and one to hopefully get you all back here.
Excellent. Caust will reach over and just pluck him right out of his hands and just tuck him away. They just kind of disappear. Is there a contact we should be reaching out to?
There is not currently. We are just hoping that you all can go and meet with one of these sages there, and they should be able to direct you to any information. It's the last thing that we can think to do.
You give a description, or do we have a painting of the keep?
Yes, it's a very beautiful library. It's very large. You will not miss it. It has a fortified wall that goes all the way around. You would think there was a village inside, but nope. It's just a lot of books and a lot of people who read those books.
Would I know where it is?
Would you? I don't know anyone's.
I have the sage background. I do have the sage background. I have proficiency in history and arcana.
Yeah, then I feel it's safe to assume that you would know where it is.
Yeah, I know where that is. That's a bit of a hike.
It's south of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, as we would say, hey, so we just show up there and ask them about research what I did 200 years ago about Lycan and everything.
Well, we are wanting to specifically see if we can find information about this Xanthoria that keeps being said over and over again. So we're hoping that they have something regarding that.
Very good.
I can help you with that teleportation circle. Make sure we get there.
This is a scroll, so it gets really weird.
I don't think I haven't already rolled for it, my friends.
Oh, I want to roll.
As long as you don't get us lost anywhere.
Yes. Very well, everyone. Make preparations. Let's be on to it.
Vetus is going to make some quick adjustments to his armor before stepping in closer. He's going to keep an eye on Cost and his skeletons for the time being.
How many skeletons are you bringing with you, Cost?
I'm just gonna go with stick with 2 for right now.
Okay.
Sticks and stones.
They definitely break my bones.
No, that's their names.
Great.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to get like his pack, and one doesn't get. He hits it with the quarterstaff. Sticks out of the way. He rushes past it to get his rest of his equipment.
Yeah, here moves closer to you. He hesitates a bit when you hit sticks, and he just asks, should you be doing that?
Yes, they do exactly what I say. Sticks, guard the table. And Sticks like trotters over and like stands there with the sword out next to the table.
Vetus just kind of stares at the one guarding the table and just kind of groans. Must it be doing that?
Yeah, very well. Sticks, guard Vitus. And then Sticks trots over. It stands next to Vitus, preparing to guard him. I will be right back. Off he goes. Comes back with his shit.
Oh, Styx, were that your master would let you finally get some rest. This must be torture for you.
Yeah.
Not much of a
Must say-
talker, are you, Sticks?
Pretty sure they don't talk.
Yeah,
They don't talk.
I-
looking at that.
He knows that they don't talk.
Yeah, must say, not exactly a fan of that. And just gesture towards Sticks.
Well, I mean, I guess we're all just going to have to put up with it for now. And then, as the words "put up with it" kind of leave his mouth, he immediately just like looks over at Cost again.
House is
Yeah,
like
I should just say, not the first time I've had to put up with stuff I don't like.
Hmm. Well, suffering is a part of life, as they say. As much as we might not
Apparently
like it.
does.
If so, then apparently I've lived.
Yes. Well, in a way, I'd say we've all lived. But, that's neither here nor there. I'd rather not get too philosophical. Are you ready with that scroll?
House is like, yes. Ready. And he looks at the group that's not going, and he goes, would you like to clear out? Just in case.
Just in
At
case.
this point,
happen.
you hear. Oh my gosh, I can't think of what his name is. Is it Toblin? You hear Toblin. Can you maybe go out to the town square and do that? Not in here. We keep constantly cleaning up damage.
Yes, around children. Brilliant idea. Which will be more for me to
The children
resurrect
are
later.
in here. We don't let the children outside with everything going on. Not without someone there with them. It'll be fine.
Stick stones. Come. Stones is clearly a dwarf skeleton. Just FYI.
So what you're saying is he's big boned.
Yeah, he's a skeleton dwarf.
The Gundren? Did you go get Gundren?
Yeah, we're going to bring up who Sticks might be at some point too, but this is going to be fun.
God, do we know it's a dwarven skeleton because it's got a beard still, or?
Well, I mean, it's like 4
Make a
foot
medicine
tall.
check.
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah, you totally know it's a dwarf.
Yeah.
The beard is there, but like it's pretty gross looking. Almost looks like fishing line. It's like so dried out.
Oh God.
I don't know. I'm not really great without ChatGPT to give me my descriptions.
Oh, poor stones.
All right. Anything in Fanelin before you all depart?
Nope, this place blows. Let's go somewhere cool.
Well, I guess Candlekeep is cool if you like books and stuffy wizards.
So
I mean,
amazing.
Books can sell for a bit, so I mean, I'm not going to complain. We take 1 or 2
Damn.
extra.
No,
Damn.
don't take any of the books, please. I'd rather not get kicked out.
If you find one that has magic incantations, we could work something out.
Deal. I'm going to put my hand down. Or I guess hand up, because I'm like short.
You're fair. You
You're
just
Emma.
fly up, do a little short shake.
That's too much effort.
Oh.
I'm not going to fly for this.
You're playing something that flies and you're not gonna fly?
Fly.
Okay.
I mean, I'll fly when it actually matters, but I
Oh.
mean, I'm not putting effort into it.
No. Difficult terrain and other items.
Yeah.
Yep. Because walking across difficult terrain's effort.
Please,
All
no
right.
stealing.
Is everybody, including Sticks and Stones, getting into a place to teleport?
Yep.
And my owl.
And
My
your
owl's
owl.
there too.
And my axe. Oh wait, wrong game.
Yeah, Ash will be going in as far away from Cost as he can.
And Minlin is just so excited because she's always
Mm.
wanted to go here.
Venus
Okay.
is just
Um,
red.
Ricky, is it a spell that your character would know?
I took teleport, yes. But
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Alright. Then you don't have to roll if you have it, do you?
you have to roll to figure out where you get there.
I already rolled what happens when you go. Because it says the GM rolls a D100.
Yep. That's the roll.
Don't worry.
Dear.
You already rolled a 1? Don't lose then.
No, that sounds awful. And I assumed that you had a pretty good description, so I went with that as my thing.
25% is good.
Yeah. Okay, as the group is gathered and you are reading off of the scroll, just as you all like go poof to leave, you hear Sister Gariel, like, and you can see she is like rushing towards you all, and she is carrying a stack of books. Don't forget a book! And you guys are gone before she reaches you.
Wah, wah. Late fees for her.
The group suddenly materializes with a disorienting jolt. Your surroundings don't quite look right. You take a moment, you look around, and you can see that you have arrived near Candlekeep. You can see the giant building off ahead. It's kind of elevated. But you are not right at the gates. It's looming in the distance. There's a cool breeze that seems to be wafting the scent of the ancient tomes and parchment from Candlekeep. And so you know that it's close. You take a look around you, and the area is a mix of rugged hills and forest, and there's patches of wildflowers lining the landscape. You would approximate that you are probably about a mile or two from the gates of Candlekeep.
What time of day are we on? Are we at?
Oh, my foundry just crashed.
Let me actually fix that.
Ooh. But
We
yeah,
are gonna
fuck-
go
fuck.
with
Yeah.
9 a.m. What's up?
I was just gonna say, for a moment here, we materialize. Here, Astrid does ask for others in regards for books. Do you reckon those were important?
Important,
Mm,
you wouldn't have forgot it.
well, hopefully it wasn't important for us. I want to bet that she's late on returning those.
Here, no problem then. Here, then Ash just starts walking towards the direction of a keep.
I'm gonna point towards Six and Stones and like, you think one of them could give me a ride? I don't really feel like doing the whole walking 2 miles thing.
You want to hitch a ride on
Oh.
a skeleton?
I mean, I'm sure there are worse things I could ride.
They're just
Yeah,
all
oh.
ribs, and I do whatever.
Sweet, I'm gonna get a piggyback ride from Stone.
Oh my god. Are you just like
Oh,
sitting in the
BGC?
rib cage? What are you going with?
Like
Just
lots of
take it.
handholds.
Yeah, piggyback
Can't
ride,
be
you know.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Sounds fun.
depending on what's Here, I was gonna say, depending on what's situation, you can just pop a top off into my head.
Nah. Remy's short. He's not that short. Because what are small creatures are like? Tallest they can be is like 3-4 feet. So he's like
Yes,
3 foot.
Yeah.
Minimum height for small creatures is 2 feet.
Oh, so he's like 3 foot tall. I'm not making him that short.
Yep. You're better than I am.
Well, we got one hitching a ride on skeletons. Interesting. You all begin walking, and a lot of chaos has been happening along the coast. In addition to the fungal disease, you all are aware there's been an increase in undead, not just sticks and bones.
Sticks and stones.
Oh, it is stones. Sorry, my bad. Let me correct my notes.
Stones is the dwarf skeleton because he's a dwarf, so he's stones. Makes sense.
And Styx is the human skeleton? Or...
Yeah. What about Styx? I would like to roll a medicine check on Styx.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, that's not bad. What do we think my modifier is? Like at least a +2. I went to school for nursing and bio pre-med for a while, so maybe a +3. So I got a 13.
Yeah, it's a male humanoid creature.
It ain't got
You
no
did
ears.
not.
With a blue tint.
You did not do Solomon's. I figured, but I was like, no, he wouldn't have.
A skeleton with a blue
You know-
tint, you said?
Blue tint.
Yes.
That's cursed.
I think he
You
would have
know-
taken the whole party if you all had gone down.
I mean, they were right there next to him,
That is true.
Yeah, you
just
know.
on the way.
Yeah, now I'm questioning for skeletons of Genasi in general.
Yeah, Genasi is just whatever their parents are with some elemental stuff.
And they can become a drop of water and everything like the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all the elemental stuff, just like skin surface level.
Yeah, I don't think his bones are any different.
Yeah, he still has bones. I'm
They're just-
Ah,
Bluish.
This is... Charlie,
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Is
am
it still
curious.
not letting you in?
What?
No, I'm in, but it's not updating. Like, it's not adding my Javelin of Lightning or my 2 healer's kits into my thing.
Did you do the import?
Yeah, and when I
You
tried
do an
doing it,
import.
it gave me an error.
It said I didn't have permission to.
No, it told
Why,
me
that's
that
what
it
mine
was
said.
like.
Sorry,
Here,
I thought you had the same problem.
You're good. Let me try to.
What?
Here, I'm doing it right now.
That is interesting, because here, I don't know if you did it for me, Charlie, but all of Asher's stuff is on here in Foundry, and I only did it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I
Okay.
imported everyone's over about 2 days ago. Jackie, do you need yours re-imported?
Mine-
I'm gonna
mine just
try
went through.
again, but I might.
Okay.
Sorry, 10
mine went through.
seconds.
Does what, Pedro?
Mine went through.
Okay. Does anyone else need theirs updated on Foundry?
Yes, it says access unauthorized.
That's weird.
Mm.
I'm good.
Okay. Jackie, yours is currently updating.
There we go.
I have-
Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if Ash would recognize Styx as being the skeleton of Solomon or not.
It's just a skeleton. There's
Yeah,
no.
I don't know
Yeah,
that you would.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I don't feel like you would necessarily pinpoint that.
Yep.
Unless you had some
Fair
ability to
enough.
see people's skeletons before. X-ray.
I can argue Monk key points he could manipulate for key of other people, so maybe in that sort of sense. But that's me stretching so bloody hard.
Where is it loud at?
That's your Kinku.
I know, but normally it's not super loud. It's because my browser. Oh my gosh. Let me fix this. Okay. Music.
Walking music.
Yeah, gave you guys some chilled music.
Chill beats to read books to.
It's great.
Some-
Okay. Let me find my tab. Alright, so as the group begins to walk, you see on the right-hand side of the path a row of dilapidated buildings. Actually, no, I lied. You see a row of what you imagine were once grand buildings and shops are currently either in a state of like crumbling down or charred timbers are making them up. It's very evident that fires had happened here at some point.
Seeing that, as we say, it seems like it's affecting here as well.
Something certainly has. These buildings, most of them at the very least, have just been burned straight to the ground. There's not much left.
Yeah, you all.
Just
Oh,
gives
go
us-
ahead.
Yeah, as we just say, it just gives us all the more reason to hurry then.
Right. Let's not linger here for much longer. And is like Candlekeep like in the horizon or anything? Like he's gonna be looking for it essentially. And
Yeah, you all can see it. It does look like up towards Candlekeep that a storm might be brewing, and you do feel a temperature shift as well as you all continue walking.
Vetus is gonna just mutter a prayer to himself as they're walking. Some god-related shenanigans. Don't mind him.
You all
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. As would him doing the small little pairs and just do a sort of snort of the region. Him and from his comments and his comments on cost before, you're getting for feeling he don't like religious shit.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me.
You all continue further down, and you see another shop that sits abandoned. This time, the windows are shattered, the doors are ajar. You can see weeds and ivy have reclaimed the space, kind of creeping up through like all the cracks in the walls, intertwining. You see that there's a sign outside of it as well, but it's completely covered in vines.
I'd like to clear off those vines just out of curiosity to see what the sign says. If it's still legible.
Yeah, you clear off this sign, and you see it is the name of the shop, the Quill and Parchment.
He's gonna try to find a spot to actually like hang up the sign, if not kind of prop it up, just to kind of, leave it there, make it look a little nicer than it was.
For anyone else coming through.
You
know.
take and you kind of prop up the sign. Anything else that you all would like to do?
Nah, yeah, Astrid's pretty damn focused on just going up there, like, he's barely slowing his pace, so what others are somewhat keeping up with him.
House will he'll bounce his quarterstaff and it lights up, and he wants to just walk into the opening of the room and just light the shop and see what he can see from the doorway.
Yeah, you step inside. You can see that there are a lot of shelves like on the wall, and some of them are down and like completely covered. What is your passive investigation?
20?
Damn.
Fucking
Jesus.
20 from. Okay.
This guy investigates.
Your
Roll a
investigation is
d4
20?
for me, Ricky.
Mm.
You take a look around. You can see, there's still some like parchment, papers and stuff in here, but you don't like see anything beyond that.
Yeah. So, well, nothing worth the time. And he will just step back out. And when he steps out and everyone kind of moves past, you see him wave his hand and press the digitation, and he makes the sign dirty again. Just in case. He follows along.
Wow.
I already love this guy.
No good deed.
Damn. You clean off the sign and he dirties it up for you.
Yeah,
Does he
yeah,
specifically? Does he specifically wait for Vetus to like start walking away?
Yeah, he wants him to turn his back, and he just makes the sign dirty again. He's like, and he kind of says, "We must leave things in its natural state." Kind of just giggles and then keeps walking.
God.
Love it. Alright, at this
Yep.
point, you all are probably about halfway from where you originated from to the gates of Candlekeep. You all continue walking down, and this time, as you approach, you see this makeshift barricade. And it is in front of a really small building, almost like the size of a like garden shed, like super small. And then there's like a barricade in front of it. And Ash, you would notice with your passive perception of what is it, like 23?
Yeah, 23.
Jesus Christ.
My passive and my curse strat is 26. It's been real nice. We don't miss anything anymore.
Nice.
Damn.
With you, I noticed like an eye kind of like peering around, like somebody is there looking around the barricade, towards the group as you're coming.
Yep. Yeah, us just seeing that we immediately yell, here, say loudly to him. Hello. Here, are we ready to pass them through?
Oh yeah, yes, no harm here. You're good to go. You're good to go.
Yep. No. Yeah. No harm intended. Have you been having troubles of late outside of, undead?
Yes, there's been lots of people coming and raiding and taking things, and I only have a few left, and I can't afford them to go without selling them first. He kind of peeks up a bit, and you can see he's like clutching close to his chest what looks to be a couple of books.
Vetus is gonna go ahead and give him a portion of his rations. Like, he's got like 10 days worth. He's gonna give him 2 days worth.
Oh, I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but do they look fancy?
It's really hard for you to tell because it's pretty clear he's trying to keep them from being seen because he doesn't want them to be stolen. As you give him the rations, he's like, are you sure? No one's ever been nice. Well, I mean, recently, no one's been nice.
Well, 'tis the start of a new day, or maybe it's midday or something. I don't know. It's quite cloudy out right now.
Oh, you are far too kind. I assume you are off to Candlekeep?
We are, yes.
Oh.
We've got a bit of business with some of the mages there.
Oh. Do you all have the item needed to enter Candlekeep?
He immediately
There's an
looks over
item?
the cost.
Yeah, after the startup site, there's an item needed.
Oh, yes. They do not let anyone enter unless each person has a new book to add to their collection.
Yeah, Astro
Oh.
looked at others.
She was given
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Astro looked at others and say, "Oh, those books were important."
Oh no.
Does anyone have any quill and paper? We could just make something up real quick and call it a book.
I'm afraid that
What?
they won't accept just anything. I do have a few books left, and you see as he shows you 3 books, but they are a bit pricey.
Well, could we barter for them then? I mean, I'd rather not leave you empty-handed. And I mean,
Trying to sell
anything. Huh?
He's trying to sell them to us.
Well, yes. I mean, we can maybe trade food and also money in exchange for that, so that way he could take care of himself and fend for himself.
I'm afraid you all are going to still be short, but I think Tome Haven is still open, but he has a
Yeah, I'm used to
premium
being
spot,
short.
so it's more expensive. But my price is 400 each book.
What's
Right.
400?
400.
There's
Yeah.
5 of us here.
So
let
for
me-
my 3 books, it would be 1,200 total.
Yep,
You're
1,200.
And that would get 3 of you in.
Well, I'll pay for my book right away, and then he's gonna go ahead and start rifling through his coin pouch, and eventually producing the 400 gold.
You're really gonna pay him 400 gold for a book?
I think I'm more impressed
Yeah.
that you have gold.
Yes, of course. What are you expecting me to do?
I mean, not pay $400 for a book. We'll pay 300 gold each. Or, I mean, 100 gold for all 3, so 300 total.
I'm afraid the price is 300 apiece. Or sorry, 400 apiece. Heather, you tripped me up. 400 apiece. Math.
Good to go.
Right. And I'd rather just pay him, you know?
Yeah.
Times are tough.
I think
I
this
have-
one will be perfect for you, sir. He hands you a book and it's titled The Art of War, Strategies for the Battlefield. It is dog-eared and well-worn. You can tell it's been maybe read quite a bit due to recent circumstances.
He kind of like holds it and examines it for a moment before kind of just tucking it against his chest and then he bows his head. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your payment. I used to charge quite a bit more, so even this is a deficit for me.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure. I think we can all agree that 400 gold for one book, even 400 gold's more than enough for one person to live off for a while.
Well, the problem is I had to pay for these books. I had to make sure that the keep didn't have any copies of anything that I am carrying, and that other shops didn't have them either. So, yes, it is pricey, but it will guarantee whoever has these books will be able to enter. If you had been up the road, even 5 miles or so, any book there wasn't a guarantee because people were just trying to make a quick buck on people passing by. But I worked hard to be able to have a spot here closer to the keep, and my prices reflect that.
So you
I will also
stole
give
the
him
books from the keep already.
No,
That's what you're saying, boy.
No. I did not steal the books. I just ensured that they did not have a copy of the book, because sometimes people can, make additional copies of things and then it wouldn't be unique. The keep only keeps one of each book that they have. They want the library to be full of many different books. They also don't let books leave the premises once they have obtained them.
Pointless. I mean, only one copy of a book. What happens when the whole thing burns down? Then they've got no copies of any books.
They are very precise in their upkeep of everything there, so that is not a worry that they have.
I will also pay for the book.
Thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have much on me, so can't exactly buy one.
Well, I mean, I could just cover for you. It's fine.
He hands to Jackie to you the last alchemist recipes for the end of the world.
Appropriate. That's very.
Yeah.
Speed reading.
Yeah, Ash will say to friend, was it? Is what your character's name?
Vetus.
Vetus. Yep. Yeah, Ash will say to Vetus, hey, if you insist, but I would much rather not to be in debt to you.
Well, then you're not in debt to me. How's that sound?
Here, Ash will just sigh and just go, fine. Here, just kind of making a shoving sort of shooing sort of motion.
And Vetus just kind of shrugs at him and then once again goes back into his coin purse and starts plucking out all the gold coins he can find.
Yeah.
And then eventually comes up with another 400.
Should I give you the book or should I give it to your friend?
Well, I mean, it doesn't quite match at this point. And he's just gonna go ahead and reach out for the book and then reach out over to Ashron and kind of just wiggle it at him.
Yeah, he does. He kind of snatches it from you.
He
Book title.
kind of just like tisks and just shakes his head in slight disapproval and then once again looks back over to the book vendor and shrugs at him.
Yeah, like looking annoyed, but this has to happen. I kind of want to say from one of your kind, but that sounds wrong on so many levels.
Oh god.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't have 5 books to sell to you all, but hopefully up ahead he should be able to get the rest what you need.
Well, with fortune on our side, we might just stumble upon something. I'm sure of it.
Yep, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Earlier you mentioned, but here people here kept coming through, thieving, stealing stuff. Do you know if I've left, or they're still hanging about?
He looks
Good question.
around. You all are kind of like in an open field besides his building. And he goes, I think it's safe to presume that they have since left. It's just whenever new people approach, I'm always a little weary. I don't know what they're coming for or why they're here. but now thankfully I have a bit of an emergency fund, and I can maybe take a rest from this until the fungus stops spreading all over the coast.
Mm.
Stay
Speaking
safe,
of
my
that,
friend.
yeah, have you heard what they've been saying? It's Nethia or something like that. But again, I actually forget what it was. Does that have any meaning for you at all?
That's
kind of what we're
Xanthoria.
here for.
I mean, the only meaning it brings to me is a sense of dread. I've lost many
Is
loved
what
ones.
it means? Oh. Yeah, what you feel, okay. Well, hopefully we'll find more information up at Keep about it.
Yes, I think that hopefully, I mean, I'm sure they've had their sages reading through and as well, so hopefully something comes of it, but I think the problem is much larger than anyone anticipated.
Oh, it is large. It's been affecting us all the way up. Here in Fandron.
Ah, you all have been traveling for a while then.
Here, looks over at cost. We traveled a long way, but not for long, if it makes sense.
Ah, I always forget magic and things. They tend to help with that matter, don't they?
Quite convenient, yes.
Ah, certainly. Well,
Yeah, Costa hit his staff on the ground and just cause a little tremor. Yes, magic does many things.
Hmm.
You do a little thaumaturgy, little brrr, little funsies.
oh, was that my stomach?
You should get that checked out.
I joke. You all probably have some pretty neat party tricks, I'm assuming.
Here and there. More handy in a fight than anything else.
Right. I guess I wouldn't necessarily call them party tricks, but they're more for the benefit of others.
Yes. Well, I think that for me, I want to begin to head away from here, so I'm not so looks around exposed, if you will.
Right.
Understandable.
Get yourself somewhere safe.
Stay safe, friend.
You too. Thank you all for your service.
Yep, and with that, Ashford just starts beelining.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Stay safe, friend.
Yeah, Ashford start beelining up towards for keep again, keeping an eye out for the other shop what he mentioned.
Yeah, the group continues. As you continue, you see right before getting to the gates, you see a shop that looks to be built of like the same stone as the gates themselves. And there you see like that shop just seems to be in like perfect order. The windows are gleaming with a set of freshly polished glass. The shelves inside look to be pretty meticulously organized, and you see that the owner of the shop is just kind of going through and dusting off the books as the group approaches. It is still small, but it's big enough that like it's probably the standard size of like a bedroom at a house, so enough room for people to come in, but still not like a huge shop. And the door is closed, but there is a like sign that's turned over where it says that they are open. Just knock.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, seeing that Ash here, Ash, who I'm assuming is a little bit ahead of everyone, would just see it beeline to a door, knock.
And about
Yeah, you
everybody.
see as the shop owner comes around and he kind of peeks through the glass and he looks and he kind of shouts, like, forgetting that, like, sound can pass through the glass, but he yells loudly, "Are you here to buy a tome for entry?"
Yeah, 2. Here for a couple of the ones behind me, and he jerks a thumb behind him, head towards the party. One of them we have to pay though.
Yeah, so you see as he opens, he looks to be of elven descent, and he currently is like holding a book, like, and like reading it, and he like opens up the door and feel free to come in and peruse. And you see on a lot of the shelves, it's kind of like memorabilia relating to Candlekeep. But then behind like the register area, he has what looks to be books for entry. And there's like a sign that says these books guaranteed entry.
Yep. Yeah, seeing that Ash will just here march in, take 2. It doesn't care what they
Oh, no.
are and just pops
He-
him down.
So it's behind him. So like if you're trying to come around, like he's gonna kind of put up a fight for you not to come back there.
I thought he said, didn't he say like,
No.
here, come in, choose 2? Oh,
No, so he said come in. I didn't say anything about choosing to. The shelves like have memorabilia on it, and then behind the register there are tomes for
Okay,
entry in.
yep. Yep, I misunderstood.
No,
But yeah,
it's okay.
Ash would just say would just come in, see all the books and what, and would just say just here, just any 2, doesn't matter what they are.
Well, it
Yes,
kinda
of
does.
course. My prices are steep, so hopefully your pockets are deep. It'll be 1,000 gold apiece.
1,000.
Winks, the
Do
bit I'd
you
say,
think this knife can go into his stomach?
You're not going to do that.
I didn't say I was. I was just asking a question, like he was asking how deep our pockets were.
I'm a friend with
And-
the guards. It will most certainly guarantee you not to have the kind of entry that you are looking for. If you've waited to this point to secure your entry, well, there's a price to pay.
What book do you have that is more than 1,000?
You would like to have one of my limited edition books.
You say they're limited. All books are limited. Do you know what it takes to make a book?
Skill, dedication, time.
Is the printing press invented yet in Faerun?
I have no
I think
idea.
so.
Um,
Well,
I
check
am
with the
told
goblin.
that this one was procured from a Vistani, that he knows of this long lost dark lord. It's called Whispers in the Mist. That one is for sale for 3,000 gold.
That's not much of a sale, is it?
say
That's...
He asked
nonsense
for one that
book.
cost more than
What?
more than
What?
1,000.
What do you have for the discerning buyer who is looking and educating themselves? Not some, and he kind of just flicks the whispers in the mist like away down the. Not some nonsense.
I have, he kind of thumbs through the shelf. Eternal Wisdom, Arcane Secrets of the Ancients.
There you go. 1,000 gold.
Yes. Do you begin counting out your gold?
No, sticks. Pay the man.
Can sticks even count?
Who cares? Well, let's see.
If you give him I feel like you can command him to move something a
Count
1,000 times.
1,000 coins. Fine.
Or 100 platinum, is that right? Did I convert correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I
we go
wanna-
with that.
I want to imagine Styx is just like pinching these coins out one at a time and just kind of dropping them.
I like to imagine. I like to imagine at one point he somehow loses counts and just swipes them all back stats again.
God.
Faust starts to flip through the book, and then he's gonna
Insight
Point
check this
at-
shopkeeper. Oh, sorry.
point at Remy. He's gonna go, are you gonna stab the man, or do we want to buy another book?
You're not going to stab the man.
You're not stabbing.
Because I call bullshit that these books cost 1,000 gold each.
I
Especially when
mean-
the other guy allegedly was only selling them for 400 gold each, and they're just as good to get us in.
You're paying the price of waiting too long to procure the item that you need. So if you want to go back up the road and try to find something else, then you can. Or you can pay the price here.
Y'all are giving away gold way too easy. No, I'm gonna go back and where's that quill shop? That quill and parchment shop. I'll write my own damn book.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna call it World War Z, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could walk back that way, I guess.
I mean, there's gotta be. I mean, this place is a fucking mess, so there's gotta be a bookshop that's been ransacked. I'm sure we can find another book.
I mean, how many bookshops are there out here? Really?
There used to be dozens of bookshops, especially along through here and a couple miles out. Kind of like little, tourist destinations, I guess, if you will. A lot have been driven away. Those that were further out, they just couldn't handle all the raiders and undead, and, well, some took ill as well.
I suppose if you're not willing to pay the man, looking around through what's left out here, I guess that's our next best bet.
I'd be willing to pay the man if you weren't charging such ridiculous prices.
Supply and demand.
You-
In case the coat costs $10 now, supply and demand is real.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
I live in the middle of nowhere and it doesn't cost that much.
Here for a 12 pack it is $10, so that's not even a case, because the case is a 24 pack.
Jesus Christ, man.
Damn.
So this
God.
guy,
I
his
don't even
rate
know
is
how much
probably
that
like
costs.
right on money. Are you all walking back up to go through the remains of the other shops?
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since somebody wants to be all snobby about it.
I mean, you know what? The other guy gave us 400. I'd be willing to pay 300 gold for one of this guy's books, but I'm not paying 1,000 gold for a book, even if I have the money for it.
To get you out of the shop, I'd be willing to take 800.
We're getting out of the shop anyway, so I
Then
mean,
Good,
that's
good
not
to go.
not exactly negotiations. And before I leave, I'm gonna cast Druid Craft and make his shop smell like skunk. Screw this guy.
The moment Vita smells it, he beelines for the car. It's like, oh no, not again.
He plugs his nose and he just kind of looks like, this too shall pass.
Hmm.
Alright, the group heads back up to, are you going to the one that had the windows shattered to try looking in more? Are you going back to the burnt up one? You just walking until you find a totally other shop?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the two we saw initially, and then yeah, I'm just gonna rifle through and find a book.
Yeah.
I
Sounds like
will.
a book that'll work.
Cause let's be real. I mean, what are the chances they know exactly which books aren't in their inventory? Do they have a list of books that say, "Oh, we don't own these ones," and then they just cross-check them? But how do you know which books exist in the world? Let's be real.
So they got a
Probably have
Goodreads
list of what
subscription.
they have.
Goodreads.
Yeah. On my way back down, Ash will be annoyed and just ask, "Hey, do we really have a time to waste doing this?"
I mean, we have to find our way in somehow if they're going to restrict us just on the basis of not having a book. I mean, we have to
Yeah,
do it.
we
can
go
to
just-
make this process quick, right?
Yeah, we could have just pied and be done with it.
That's sweet coming from the person who couldn't pay for his book.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they come from the person with no money.
But fair.
Okay, so you all about 15-20 minutes later arrive to the one that just had the windows busted out. Roll an investigation for me.
And I'll go ahead and aid you in that.
Because I am going to need it because I actually have no investigation for some reason. It is a D4, right?
Aid is advantage.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
advantage? Okay, well, let me roll that again then. Oh, no, I'm thinking of guidance.
I mean, I can also put guidance on you.
I've got a 15.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
that's
Remember,
why
your
is it-
friend has a passive 20 and didn't find anything. So tell me how you were going about looking around in here. What is different from Cost taking a look?
Pretty much, I'm just gonna shuffle through everything. And honestly, if I don't find anything, I'm really just going to find 2 pieces of wood that can serve as a cover, some pen and some paper, and I'm just gonna write a quick memoir of Remy's life, and then just slap it together and call it good.
As
Well-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Here, while he's doing that, can Ash just flip through his undead book here and look for anything he's not familiar with yet?
You can, but I have nothing prepared for what's in any of these books.
Yeah.
Because it's a one-shot, but you certainly can spend your time looking
Yep.
through. Yep, as you search through, you come up empty-handed. I mean, you can take wood, but that does, and try to make a book, I suppose. But you can also go up to the one that was burnt and take a look in there.
Yeah, I'll look at there second if
Okay.
it's close by.
I'll put guidance on her. Oh, him. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put guidance on him.
Okay.
The Fae, it doesn't matter.
Go ahead and roll for me.
You said guidance.
Yeah. He'll actively help in
Oh
searching.
shit! Well,
Yeah.
If you are actively helping, then you can either roll, or Heather, you can roll with advantage.
I will let Pedro roll then.
Well,
Because you probably have a higher intelligence than I do.
His
Right?
investigation
Or no.
is a +0.
So is mine, so it doesn't make any difference.
As you all are looking around, you realize everything in here has been burnt to a crisp.
I'll take a burnt book. They can restore it. They're a bunch of mages.
Roll a d4.
Uh-oh. A 4.
Hey.
You find a book that is called, like, it's pretty charred. So like it's like probably half of a book. But it's called Legends of Old Myths and Folk Tales.
I bet.
As you thumb through, you realize it is just the like cover that is pretty charred. The outside of the book seems to have protected the inside, because like the pages inside are smaller than what like the outside of the book itself is, like significantly so. All right, are we going back to the gates?
Yep.
Now that
If
Heather
Remy
has found
certified, I guess.
A book. They just want way too much money, man. If they didn't
Heather
want so
found
much
a
freaking money, I would have been fine paying for a book, but
So you all continue to approach the gate.
Yep.
As you all come to the gate, there is a pretty tall human guard, shaggy red hair, kind of standing pretty stoic-y at the gate, holding a spear. And as the group approaches, he kind of, you know, like lets his spear down to indicate not to go any further. And welcome to Candlekeep. How can I assist?
We'd like to gain entry.
Yeah, but Ash just holds up his book.
we just go
Scholars,
ahead
you
and-
are. I see, and everyone has
guess
a
so.
book for entry.
I assume
Look
everyone
to the
looks towards
fairy.
Remy. Yeah.
sure they
One,
didn't say a whole book.
a whole book is assumed when we say book. One moment. And you see as he turns, and then you see 5 individuals come forward from behind the gate, and they each look at you all, and they look at the book selection, and they say, "We need to examine the books. If you could hand those to us, please."
Yep. Here, Ash hands his over. As he does so, he asks, "So, is this a one-time
Yes.
entry sort of fee, or once this is done, we can come and go however many times we want?"
Oh, no. This entry will allow you all, as long as we don't have the book in stock, this will give you entry for a 10-day. You'll be able to come and go. That way, if you need to get lodging, because you are not allowed to camp in the keep.
But it's so nice to fall asleep to the smell of books.
Yes, if somebody drifts, we are understanding, but after 30 minutes or so, you will be awakened and given another chance. But multiple offenses, then you will be encouraged to go and find a place to stay in the village. Now we need a moment to peruse the selection that you have. The person taking Remy's book kind of dusts off the ash from his hands as he's thumbing through and everything, trying to like find a discreet place on his clothing to like wipe his hands and it not be super obvious that there's now ash on it.
Does this look like a person who could take a bribe?
I mean, everyone has a price.
You'd rather spend money bribing someone than just buy the freaking book.
I mean, it would be cheaper than 1,000 gold.
Maybe.
Are you trying to bribe?
I want to see if he looks like he'd take a bribe.
Okay, insight.
Like- My rolls are shit today.
Oh, 16's not bad.
Well, I was gonna say, thank God for whatever feature it is that lets me just take a 10.
What the fuck kind of feature is that? How did
What is
I
it
miss that
called?
when perusing?
It's assurance, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, reliable talent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry, what I bought subclass I'm thinking of, eloquent subclass I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
He looks like he could be interested in some coin.
I hand him 10 gold and like give him a wink.
As you hand 10 gold, he looks at you and like he takes it because you're handing it and he goes, my apologies. All donations can be put in the bin over there to accompany with your book donation, and you can see that there is a jar that you assume is for coin. We do appreciate any assistance that we get, and he gives you a little wink.
So I will go drop it in the bin in the hopes that he'll just take it out later and pocket it. Got it.
It seems that we do not have any of these books in our inventory currently, so we will accept them, and you all are able to gain entry into the keep. I assume that you all would like to have a guide. Would that be a correct assumption?
That would actually be very helpful. We're mainly here looking for information on what here zombie fungi here people are saying with Xenophobia.
Understood.
Whatever it is.
We have a guide that will be coming here soon. And as soon as they say that, you do see what looks to be a really young guide. Let me... and so you see this individual who has, really sleek, obsidian skin with subtle crimson undertones. His eyes are a molten gold color. It looks as though he's one who is just constantly seeking out knowledge. He's kind of dressed more, like professional, if you will. He has a like button-down shirt, a vest, and he has a satchel that like can barely close. It's filled with books. He's currently holding a book and reading it, and he approaches and says, do you all need... He's kind of a little, at first, because he's not like looking at you all, seems like timid, but it's because he's trying to read while talking. Are you in need of a guide?
Yeah.
This is not my picture,
We're
but
not-
it was like the perfect picture that I found. Name is Irony. Welcome to Candlekeep. Go ahead and make sure you declare any weapons that you are bringing in. We will not ask that you disarm, but we do want to know any that you are carrying. And he hands you all a piece of parchment so that you can declare your weapons. And just so I know, if you all could tell me, that way I know what to anticipate. And then just a couple of notes as you all are doing that. We do have rules. There's no fighting. There is no stealing. It would be pointless. There is no copying. You can take notes, but if you want to have a full copy, then you will have to pay the scribes. And no damaging, marking, modifying of any of the books.
Yeah, with Archer's stuff, he'll just put down and say, well, I've here got me fists, got this longbow, got darts, here got this circlet thing, here lets me do scorching ray. That's pretty much it. I've got a couple darts as well.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
Yeah, as we'll look at this person when it's done. He's a tiefling, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seeing that, I should just say, didn't know I employed demons here.
My goal here is to one day actually be in charge of all of the tomes. And I wouldn't say I'm a demon, per se. We can't choose how we're born. It's a shame you are covered up like you are. No fear in hiding.
And no one cares what you are. Because I'm imagining this is our first tiefling Ash would have actually come across.
No one seems to mind. They trust me enough to take you all in.
Trust him more than they trust us.
And he is actually what I rolled from the book, so it kind of worked out nice in a way.
Yeah, hearing what Ash would just go, oh, and just have a bit of a thinking sort of look, stance. Kind of hard to tell when he's rugged up.
Did we lose Pedro? It's only 8:30. Gotta keep up with tradition.
Oh my god.
Alright, just for brevity, everybody goes through and declares what they have, and he takes you all in. So you all are looking specifically for something about the undead that's been springing up recently.
Xanthoria.
Xanthoria, any of those.
Xanthoria. Where have I heard that before? Xanthoria. You can see he is deep in thought right now over hearing this word. What can you tell me more about that? That just seems it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite recall why.
Have you heard the tale of The Last of Us? It's a zombie infection that causes zombies or something.
Well, I mean, this is what people are chanting when they die, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the fungi people are saying. And above games, someone missed it before. It was for chick that our Lich was kind of in love with, wasn't it? Or do we not? Oh, am I misremembering stuff?
Xanthoria is a completely new name to you all.
Yep. Yeah, because I know what Lich. Here, I ask something. We learned was a pseudonym, and there was
Mhm.
someone he cared about who, and either he or she was looking into Lycan stuff, which led to Lichdom.
So
Well,
that was about Arklum. Like that whole bit was about Arklum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agatha would be like the only connection that you all would vaguely be familiar with because yeah, Agatha does know more about Arklum or whoever.
Yep. Kudos one was a fan
Yeah.
one, sorry. Yeah.
Oh nope, you're good.
Yeah, Ash. Yeah, but yeah, Ash will say it might be related to this individual here. Yeah, Arkham, and he'll just say the last name. Here we believe it was a pseudonym, but he was doing research around 200 years ago on a bunch of different Lycan and that, which we believe led him down the path of Lichdom.
Yes. Oh, that does remind me. One moment, if you all wouldn't mind any motions, as you all have come in now to the keep, and you're in one of the like mini rooms of the library. Motions at a table. If I could have you all sit and well, if you wouldn't mind just sitting with your hands on the table and don't move from the spot. I don't want to get in any trouble, but I think that there's somebody better suited for your group than myself, which doesn't usually happen, but here we are.
Enough.
I do is that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying I do what he asked.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ash does. Yeah, and pretty much for how entirety of the interactions walking through, Ash has just been looking at him, studying him, just taking mental notes pretty much.
A few moments later, your guide does not return. Instead, you are greeted by a robed wood elf with brown hair and a pretty ordinary plain face. In her hand, she is holding a book that is so encrusted with lichen that it covers the entire book and it can barely be closed around the wrinkled pages. And she sets the book on to the table with a loud thump. I believe you are looking for this. And she says it with a warm, bright smile. My name is Zealot Lightleaf, and I'm Candlekeep's foremost expert on this book and its author.
It was powerful.
Midland with the doctor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I didn't think anyone would be here so soon. Well, actually, no. I knew somebody would be coming soon. I know with the spread of the fungal plague that this would likely bring someone here. The book itself is about 8.5 inches tall. It is 5 inches wide, and it has been cataloged as Xanthoria.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, are we told what it's called?
Yeah, you can see it has the name. On like it's hard to see, but you can see that it has the name. And she is this book is Xanthoria. I think it could be maybe better used for you all.
Yeah.
May I?
Ash, what? Yeah. Yeah, while you're handling that, yeah, Ash would ask, is that for name of a book or the author?
Both, I believe. Jackie, are you opening the book?
Yes. I will actually ask for some parchment and take notes as I'm allowed to.
Is everybody currently seated at the table?
Since we would have been told to be here, yes, is sitting somewhere on the table, hands down, hip far away from Cost and Vedas as he can be.
No bueno.
He doesn't try and stop me? Jeez. Something bad's gonna happen. You'd think she'd try and stop me, but whatever.
I just need to know where people are at all times.
House-
As
At the table, sticks and stones are, back behind him somewhere.
I was gonna say, I'm probably at this point taking another ride on stone, so.
yeah, you probably should have
Let's
paid an
try not
entry
to.
fee for your skeletons.
Not
Is there
literally.
good
They're not
research?
people.
So as you go to open up the book, Zilith just begins like sneezing frantically. And can I have everybody make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Everyone?
Everyone. Except for
Yep.
sticks and stones.
Shit.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's 16.
Everyone gets a +3 bonus to all saving throws if you're within
Yeah.
10 feet of me.
Oh boy, a
Yeah,
whole
that's
six.
I have a +3.
Well,
+5, +3.
So a Constitution saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. Constitution.
Okay.
And it's +3 that they get, Pedro?
Yeah, +3. Dang, my roll is kind of poopy.
Sorry, guys.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Bookworm, you said yours was a 16, so a 19.
Yep.
Who am I missing? Remy.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Remy's
Mine's a
beautiful
6 total.
6.
'Cause I
Yeah.
rolled a whole 1.
Yeah,
Reliable talent doesn't work on that.
yeah. You know, Pedro, if you're still Ouroboros, you might have gotten a higher row because he had one fucking mask thing.
Alright, you all, as the book goes to be open, Zilith has gone into like a fit of sneezing, so she's unable to give out any kind of warning as you go and open it up. And you all currently, except for Bookworm, you all have extreme allergies. Your nose is instantly becomes stuffed. You are huge sneezes, and this is going to last for the next 2 hours. So any stealth, if you needed to, is going to be at disadvantage for the lot of you.
I have double disadvantage now. Like in the midst of his sneezing, Vetus is just gonna like start pushing himself away from the table and like making his way out of the room. He's opted to sit out in the hallway.
I'm sorry. I should have.
And
I should have gave more of a warning. It does that. And you would have seen that as the book was open, spores like released up out of it, and that is what has led to this. I can't stop sneezing myself.
Yeah, seeing all the spores, Ash would just ask, should we be worried about that?
I
That's
mean,
not gonna do anything more than to
I
us.
don't know, honestly. So she motions now that the book is open. The pages are blank inside. But when I found it, they weren't, and I didn't notice anything out of the usual when I was opening and reading through, and I can give a little bit of recollection of it, but the detail, I'm afraid, I'm a bit hazy on. But if you all were to go to the cave where I found the book, I think it will reveal more of the information because it was fully written in when I took it from there.
Yep. Yeah, so tell us what you can remember about the book, then we'll. Yeah, Ash looks over to others. Here's Microwave's archive. Should we type a book there, see if it's readable there?
Yes, and
Yeah.
this is one of the exceptions, as I had paid my way in with a different book, and this is my personal book that I have not given to the library, as it doesn't say anything, so they're not super interested in a blank book. But what I can recall is it seemed to be a set of scientific essays. And need I say more than that? I'm not very science, if you will. So it kind of went through one eye and out the other. Isn't that how the expression works?
I think it's in one ear and out the other.
I mean, it's
Oh,
good
no,
enough for
no.
government work.
No one was there to read it to me, though, so I guess, yeah. And she takes out a map of the area, and she points to a forest. Why am I spacing? Give me 1 second.
Good.
Move map. She points at the Lurkwood Forest, which is northeast of Neverwinter Wood.
What's the place name? Sorry.
The Lurkwood Forest.
Yep. Rockwood, north of Neverwinter Forest,
Northeast.
northeast.
So the cave is 1,500 miles away. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Did you all just come from there?
No.
Close to.
Oh, that's good.
With-
That's good. Adventure. I'm willing to, because I really want this to be taken care of, but I was too scared in the cave on my own. I can contribute the cost to use the teleportation circles here. It is $250 a piece, and I can contribute $250 towards the gold towards the group's total cost.
And what city does the circle let us out in?
Well, I can describe the city in great detail, so you should, and by city I mean the forest, the cave, you should end up right at the mouth of the cave.
Sounds good. Oh well. Why is it paid per person, since first price is being used no matter what?
Well, it's 1,500 gold total.
Oh, so
Yeah,
price
it's
per person depends on how
Yeah.
many people.
well, no, the total price is always 1,500, even if there's just one of you.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So more people using it, less price per person. That's each person has to pay their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which one of you is in?
Yeah,
Well, I guess I will give my coin when we get to the circle. It's just the floor below us. Unless the group isn't
Yeah.
interested in helping, which I understand. It's a big ask. But you all did come here looking.
Yeah, I've only got 16 gold to my name. Well, no, not 16, more than that. Yeah, I've only got 26 gold to my name.
Well, I have a bit of extra coin if you need any.
Is there anything in the book worth looking through?
The
Right now
moss-covered
it's
one.
just she goes, you should take it with you, and I think if you have this book and you go there, that maybe you'll be able to figure out how to end the plague that is causing chaos.
Yep. Aren't you coming with us? Would you want to hold on to it?
Oh no, I'm far too weak. I don't think I'd be much assistance.
Well, to be frank, if we take it, not much guarantee we'll be coming around here or too soon, so might not get it back.
I want the plague to be
There's
stopped,
always
so
much risk.
I understand the risk. It's okay.
Yeah,
Then
for
I
just
will-
shrug and don't just don't blame us if things go sideways.
I'll put the book in my bag. Since I just had it.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Shall we?
She leads the way.
Yep. Yeah, Ash will follow, and like out of curiosity, he'll say, so that demon guy, hey, where did he
Demon?
come from?
Okay,
Where did you see a demon?
Tiefling is not necessarily a demon.
Ash thinks
Tieflings
so.
do not equal demon.
Yeah. Is this Jackie? Oh, your character saying this.
No, this is Minland.
Yeah. Yeah, Minland will look. Sorry, Ash will look over to Minland and just ask, "For fuck's sake, tiefling."
The gentleman that we saw first, his race is called Tiefling. Tieflings are not demons. They are tieflings. There is a difference.
I mean, you know, actually, I'm not going to throw my hat into that race. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, Ash again would get quiet and very fucking thoughtful. Would I be out of line asking if anyone's willing to do an insight check on
Okay,
him?
do you see this here? Do you see these scales? Am I a dragon?
I can make you a dragon.
Later.
Can we,
Later.
later? Can we not do that?
You know,
Am I a dragon?
above
I have dragon ancestry, but I am not a dragon.
gonna be honest, not exactly sure what a dragon is either. Where I came from, I was very isolated.
Excuse me.
Wasn't taught much.
Just
Yeah.
If somebody wants to roll insight
gonna
on
let it go.
Ash, you can. And I would say the roll is with advantage because Irony did make a comment that wasn't like super quiet.
Yeah.
Good job, Jackie.
wow, it said it was 18 or something. Jeez.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, I was pretty much waiting for someone to bring up a term tiefling and for us to go, what the fuck is that?
I'm just like, I can't fix stupid. Alright, I'm just
Vetus just kind of looks over.
I do need a bio break though. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Venus. With you here looking at Ash, examining him, how he's acting from this information, you can pretty much tell he's thinking, wait, is that what I am? Have I been lied to my whole life, sort of thing?
Just quietly contemplating some stuff, rubbing his chin and whatnot.
Well, shall we? The teleportation circle is right here. Zelith motions the group forward.
Yep. Yeah, Ash shakes himself out of his reservoir is what the correct term a little bit, and just goes, right. And
Is
just
there
steps
anything
into
else
it.
that I can help you all with? It seems there's a small queue, but I will go and let them know a very detailed description of where you all should go. And if you all do find the whatever it is that's needed to stop the plague from spreading, just remember that I played a small part in this.
Yep, pretty much. I think the only other information we might need is if you manage to find anything else on this Arkham fella or whatever name he actually went by.
Arklem, I've
Granted,
never.
information would be
That name is familiar. The Lich that's from Luskin, is that who? I'm sure we have a book about that Lich. Is that who you're interested in?
Yeah. Here, we believe he's the cause of most of this, and above game, I forget if this information has ever. Here, if we came across this information, here, is he the cause of it, or is he like a byproduct of it? Like when the dead start rising, he rose up as well. Oh, is that something we don't know?
You all don't know.
Yep. Yeah, so I should just say, we believe he's the cause of this whole mess.
No, I'm pretty sure Xanthoria is the cause of this. Arklem Grieth was a great wizard from long ago. I don't think he would have much to do with fun guys. In fact, I don't even think he was a fun guy himself.
Yeah, well. Here, I just know that out in Finland, around that area, here, the undead started popping up before the fungi people did. And I was sort of there when he went for Lich.
Well, Arklem Grieth was a human wizard. Is that who you all are looking for? Because I don't think these are the same. You would recall that the person that you all are looking for was mentioned to have been an elf.
Yeah, so Arklem was an elf.
So I don't think that you're looking for the same person as Arklem Grieth from Luskin, unfortunately. But if you all want to go and peruse some books on him, we certainly can, but I don't think that he has anything to do with this so far.
Yeah, Ash will glance to the others. Do you think that's worth our time, or should we just here jerk towards our circle, the moves?
Well, if it's going to be of benefit to them, then I suppose we might as well try to lend a hand. And this teleportation circle will make it a hell of a lot faster.
I'm confused. Is Ash asking about going to the cave or asking about reading books?
What Ash was asking is does everyone else reckon we should at least look at the book first, or just go?
Well, we
I think
should
we should just go.
Cave.
go and see what the book with the zombie tells us in the cave.
I said we go to the cave.
Yep.
We can do
Very
some
well,
reading
then.
once we're there.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you all wait around a bit for it to be your turn in the queue, and they have there's a sage there, and there's also a guard just in case anything were to go fishy or wrong. And you all step up into the circle. As you all go, Zelitha, she is waited with you all and seemed like relieved but also nervous as she's waiting. Like a lot hinges on being able to put a stop to whatever this fungus is that's spreading around. She gives a wave as you all teleport out of the candle keep. As you all hit the spot that she has designated you to go, you hit it with a jolt, and you all at first just kind of like a crash landing. Unless you feel that you were well versed in teleporting, then you probably don't fall. But as you all make your landing and you take a look around, you can see what looks to be the entrance into a cave complex. She seemed to have gotten you all right where you needed to be.
Yep. Seeing that, yeah, Ash will just say, well, let's get going. Hey, keep your eyes peeled. Don't know what's waiting for us.
In preparation, Vetus is going to go ahead and draw out his warhammer and his shield, and he's going to lead. He's going to take point as the group goes into the cave.
Yep. Yeah, Ash
Definitely the slowest
will.
of all of us.
Yeah, Ash will ready his bow.
Kaus puts up the staff and pulls out a shield and a book, and then gives himself vigilant blessing.
Hell yeah. Ooh, Twilight.
Good.
That's pretty dope.
Sticks and stones come with us.
Yes.
There. Sticks and stones are my best friends.
But yeah, going to what area, seeing what's what.
Yep, sorry, I was just fixing something on my end. So as
Yep,
you
you're
all
good.
get yourselves prepared and ready, has anyone casted things? What do we got? Okay. Vigilant blessing, so advantage on the next initiative roll, and it ends after that. Okay. You see that the cave here looks as though it was created by eons of erosion. And you can see even from the outside that there is a wide array of lichen, molds, and fungi. And you see a darkened cave mouth that seems to beckon you all towards it beneath the forest canopy. And you see growths of green, brown, and gray lichen covering the mouth of the cave, and a small stream that seems to be flowing into the darkness. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will continue. So we will be back at 9:10 if you are watching on the stream. We will be right back.
Yeah.
This one. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. And I need an owl. Does anybody else have anything that they need, like token-wise, at the present moment?
Some stones.
I have sticks and stones on the map.
I mean, Owl's out. Or Archimedes is his name.
Yep, I have him for you as well. On the map that matters, not on this map.
Yes.
Alright, let's roll this. That's fun. Alright, as the group stands at the mouth of the cave, Cost, you feel in your pocket a small, like, statuette suddenly has appeared.
Fuck.
I mean, it's honestly, it's been there, but now you were aware.
You're doing this to us again, aren't you?
Well, you guys haven't
Yes.
gotten rid of it. It just keeps passing on. And I rolled a 6 on my d6, so it went to Rookie.
No!
If I rolled whatever number we don't have somebody in, a 5, we don't have a player 5, it would have gone away.
Now, does Cross say anything about that?
Well, now I'm deciding if I want to burn a 6th level spell.
Oh no.
It's what high? I thought it was a third level slot.
Disintegrate is a 6th level spell.
Oh, that's one. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Do you have
What?
Do you have remove curse?
I don't have remove curse. I have disintegrate, and it's an
Mm.
object.
Lovely.
Well,
Okay,
you wouldn't know what
We're
it
good.
does. To be fair.
sure.
Are you getting rid of it?
House is a passive arcana of 20. He knows.
Passive Arcana of 20?
Yeah.
You have a plus 10 in Arcana?
This guy,
You know
Matt.
what? I have a plus 10 in Arcana.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're level 16, so the proficiency modifier is +5. So if you're maxed out in a stat,
Yeah.
you can get to +10.
you wouldn't know that it's
Did not
cursed,
realize
though.
you. Yeah, did not realize you guys were plus.
He knows that it's
yeah,
cursed.
well, plus 20 in some stats.
He knows it's cursed.
My highest is like +8 because it's strength. But like,
Wizards know when random shit appears in your pocket.
It's
That's
probably
not-
cursed.
That's not.
No.
Yeah.
It's not the world looking down on you and going, "You're doing all right, buddy."
I think it is actually.
It's
I
candy.
think it is exactly that. The world.
We'll say that when it wipes out half of our hit points in this next room.
No. Why can't I? Here we go. Okay, I need one more thing.
Who's your good boy? You're gonna help us play.
I am a good.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, as we entered the cave, there's a bunch of lichen moss shit everywhere. Seeing those, Ashwood said to others, "I'm guessing fire's a bad idea in here, yeah?"
That might not be advisable. Yes. And Vitas is gonna go ahead and take like a handkerchief that he has tied to his belt, and he's just kind of gonna wrap it around his face like a bandana. Hopefully, this way I won't be too troubled by the spores down here. It's a bit stuffy. The air feels.
Oh, hey,
moist.
speaking of which,
Yeah.
how long has it been since we opened the book?
You
Like-
all.
20 minutes thereabouts.
No, because you all
Line was-
you opened the book, you all had conversation, you had to go to the teleportation circles, so the 2 hours have passed.
Oh, it took that long. Okay.
Well, yeah, because we're not going to narrate an
Yeah.
entire 2 hours of what would happen. So
Yeah.
as the group comes into the cave, Ash, you hear a faint crying sound coming from up ahead near some small stones that are up ahead.
Yep. So, hey, is it over to the
Range,
left
yeah.
here or further down the
It's
south?
going to be further down, like as it's opening up, and it is to the east.
Yes.
Let's see,
Yeah,
let's see.
crying. Does it sound like? Yeah, person, child,
It
man,
just sounds
woman?
like-
Can I tell? Or is it just?
You would probably assume child.
Yep. Yeah, hearing that, yeah, Ash would immediately sort of go on the alert because kids involved and say, "I hear some crying. Sounds like a child coming from over this direction." Here, pointing over towards the east in that direction.
Let's
And-
move then. If it's a child, especially, let's get them out of here.
Yep. Let best to be alert just in case it's not one.
So
Yeah, Ash will be moving ahead and here, bow up, draw here, arrow knocked, ready to go. Here, and he's ready an action to shoot if it's not a child or a piece undead.
Roll stealth for me.
Yep.
Because, like, I get
Oh,
readying an
what is-
action, but, like, you all have
Yeah.
to go undetected first.
Yeah, that's a 12 for Ash.
Okay.
a 2 for Vitas.
Yeah.
In stealth. Let me get that done then. Even though I can't see, I should probably.
Oh, you don't have dark vision?
No, I don't. I've got blind sense, but that.
It's
So
baller.
that.
31.
Blind sense is only 10 feet, isn't it?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet.
No, we're gonna be stealthy, okay.
Well,
10
one
feet is all
Hey,
you
one
need.
of those skeletons is rocking it.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
Yeah, one's rocking, the other's rattling.
God damn it, Stone.
I want to say Stones is probably the stealthier one.
Yeah. Stone is one who's rocking. He Sticks is straight up rattling.
God, he's got a loose rib.
I'm like,
Go ahead and do
and my
this.
character's over
Yeah,
here
I-
somewhere. We're supposed to be
yeah,
quiet right now,
yeah,
right?
Light on.
I
Oh,
was gonna make a dumb joke about Six not having any spare ribs.
God.
Which, if you know, you know.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, Ash moving down, ready action for anything what he perceives as hostile. So if it's also a kid, not hostile. But yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be moving.
Callus is gonna give it a
down.
minute. Realize that the skeletons are tripping over each other and cast light. And then look at Remy and goes, "Can you see now?"
Can see enough. Thank you, sir.
How do we get this far without dark vision?
I mean,
I know, right?
I have dark vision.
Fairies don't have dark vision.
So yeah, so
Fairies for some
You could have
reason.
bought
You're the only one who
goggles.
doesn't have dark.
But then I'd have to spend gold, and Remy does not spend gold when he doesn't
Oh
need
my
to.
gosh.
yeah,
Wow.
I've just been slowly moving myself down.
And again, I forgot
Yeah.
fairies don't have dark vision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
you
me know
will
when I would
continue
have
moving
eyes.
down. I mean, when you see it, you see it. Like, the
Yeah.
lightings
Yeah,
are
which I
set.
already.
Yeah, so if you see it, you
Yeah,
see
which
it.
Yep. Yeah.
As you
Yeah,
continue
so-
down, you see a tiny sprite that is perched delicately upon a red mushroom cap. The tiny sprite's form is kind of like radiating this gentle luminescence from her wings, casting a soft glow around her. Tears are trickling down on her cheeks, and they hit the earth and below her and just kind of disappear. She just seems to be extremely upset. Her tears make like her whole body shake as she's crying.
Hmm.
Yes. Seeing that Ash will go in a bit more, a more relaxed stance with her bow, more instead of up, down, head down to the side. Here he muttered to himself, just fuck. Here, and then say, excuse me, you alright? Not loud, but loud enough that I can hear.
Yes, I'll be all right. She whimpers. As she speaks, you see as the mushroom she's sitting on suddenly moves, and you see what looks to be a very small puppy with a mushroom cap on its head, kind of blending in, that she is sitting upon.
Is that dog alright? Seems to have a little something on its head.
Oh, that's the infection, isn't it?
No, he's all right.
Hey, glances. Yeah, Ashford glances over to you. Didn't wanna. Here's right outside.
The dog itself seems extremely healthy. His fur is a tapestry of green and muted browns. He has a lot of mushrooms, kind of and lichen sprouting on him. As he moves, you see as spores kind of dance in the air around it. You see his floppy ears underneath the red mushroom cap. And as he tilts his head to the side, you can see that, like, he seems to be very playful. You, like, get this playful glint in his eyes, and you just can't help but feel a fondness stir within you as you look at this completely irresistible puppy.
Yeah. Ash seeing spores come up off it would just take a step back.
He won't hurt you.
He'll,
But what is
I don't think he'll do it on purpose, but there's been an infection going around, and we've been warned.
Oh
Spores
no.
bad.
Oh. That's so sad.
You cutting out, Charlie?
It's because I'm crying.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
On my inside?
No, I'm like doing a pretend crying voice, so it sounds like it's cutting out.
Yep.
The dog won't hurt anyone. I'm Thunderwing. Why are you all here? Why are we targeting the dog? Who is so cruel?
It's a suspicious dog. What can I say?
He's adorable.
Mm.
Yeah. Sure, the chat. Look how adorable that is, God, right? Like, look at the cute dog that they get. So cute.
Yeah.
That but Lancelot's cuter.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to double dip
Ash-
and use that art twice. So me and Midjourney chatted.
Yeah. Ash is here keeping clear.
Well, seeing it's a sprite, Remy is gonna fly over closer just to get a better look at it.
And I'll actually go ahead and cast Speak with Animals as a first level spell.
So instead of talking to the sprite, you're gonna go right to talking to the dog?
Right, yeah, because the sprite keeps saying, "Oh, he's doing okay," but like obviously the dog is like all covered in mushrooms and fungus and shit. So, like, how reliable is she? You know?
Well, from what dog's been acting, it doesn't seem to be affecting him, and when animals here are in discomfort, they'll let you know.
Well, maybe it's got a funny accent.
What are you asking the dog?
Are you doing okay? Are you healthy? Is there anything wrong?
I'm doing okay. That's my dog voice. I could use the
What?
scratch behind the ears.
I would, but
Please.
you're covered in those strange growths. Is that all natural?
Yes. Spore's the name.
Your name is Spore.
Your name is what? His tongue is
V-
hanging out as he talks.
You can call me Vetus.
Penis, okay.
It had to happen sooner or later. By the way,
Vetus!
Vetus.
when Vetus is talking,
Can I have a bone?
I don't have any bones on me, but if I
He
find one, I
motions to head towards sticks and stones.
Oh, they're using those right now.
Okay. Ear scratch.
Hey, Ashron, this dog wants a scratch. I don't want to touch it, though. You can go ahead and do a scratch, though. I mean, maybe. Maybe you're just playing coy with me.
I don't do that.
You don't scratch dogs, so you don't play coy with people.
No. Here, play coy. Here, have you? Here, since you've met me, here, I've been as straightforward as possible. Yeah.
I mean,
Just
potentially.
met, but
How do I know you're not lying to me right now? Hmm?
As a reminder, you all only all just met probably within the last 4 hours.
Yeah, but Yeah, that's what I meant. But since then, Ash has just been bang, 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 focused, not doing any bullshitting or anything.
Well,
That on you for 4?
half of this is Vetus messing with him a little bit, but like
Yeah.
he is like it's like he's not fully trusting of Ashron and everything because considering they just met and everything. But
Yeah.
While they argue about the dog, I'm
Your
gonna
fetch.
ask.
Your fetch.
You said her name was Thunderwing, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
ask Thunderwing why she was crying.
I just feel sad.
Well, why? What's there to be sad about?
I used to have more than just 4 here. I used to have my friends were around me, Bunny Blossom, and I can't quite remember the name of the other person who was here with us.
was
The-
this cave your home?
Good friend.
Yeah.
No, there's something with my memory. I have a hard time. But yeah, we used to all spend time here. It was a lot of fun. It was our home, yes. But then things changed, and I'm just sad I missed the way it used to be.
Does
Changed.
1-9... Yeah, Ash was gonna ask. Does 1-9 Zen 4 mean anything to you?
Heather, you were starting to say something, and then I'll go to that. Bookworm?
Yeah.
Oh, I just asked her. Oh.
Yeah, I thought I started first when Heather spoke up, cutting me off a little bit, but
Well,
Oh, well.
she had started
deal.
the conversation.
yeah, Chorus 1 I got forward does out before anything else, but meh.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask her what had changed, and then we can get to that Z word I can't remember. I've written it down,
Yeah.
but
It's actually
Xanthoria.
next.
Xanthoria.
Like xylophone.
Or
Yeah.
Xanax?
Doesn't
Great.
Xanax start with an X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is an X
Yeah.
too.
So is Xanthoria.
Xanthoria is an X.
Oh well, I put a Z.
Yeah.
She begins saying the word Xanthoria. And Xanthoria. No. Maybe no. There were 3 of us, and my other friend, she began doing experiments, and it really hurt, and I couldn't really fly, and you do notice her wing looks to be, clipped. And I fluttered around the best I could until I ended up here, and then I sat here, and I didn't realize Sport was up here, but thank goodness he was. And I've just been sitting here and feeling sad and missing Bunny Blossom ever since. Xanthoria.
Ash,
Xanthoria. The name seems familiar.
yeah, Ash
Should
would
we be
say
concerned?
the experiment sounds like it might be her, but if this all happened more recently, time frame is way off. We actually have a book of hers here. Ash buzzes towards Minlan, and then
Pull it
here
out.
here as soon as he sees her take it out, big step back.
Huh, that book looks really familiar. Huh. Above game, like, there's nothing that says that things, like, everything happened 200 years ago, just so that is super clear.
Yeah, I've been under the impression what it did, and everything's just been resurfacing, but meh.
Curiosity, did your friend do that to Spore? Wait, I don't know. Did you say his name? The doggo's name?
Yeah.
He said his
I-
name.
Yeah.
Did your friend do that to Spore?
Yes. Spore and me both. But Spore's still Spore. I can't really fly anymore. She begins crying.
Hmm. Well, Spore, does the name Xanthoria ring any bells to you?
Hmm.
Xanthoria. He kind of jolts around a bit, trying to get you to notice his collar.
Yeah, he'll take a look at the collar. Like he's trying his best to take a close look without actually physically touching the dog. No, he's trying his best to avoid touching it at all costs right now.
Kaus is gonna watch him fumble around with the collar for a minute, and then cast Mage Hand and like have the Mage Hand hold the collar so that what's it? Penis can see it. That's what we went with.
Yeah, penis.
Yeah,
Venus.
Venus can see it.
Why you picked a name like that?
You know, I keep
Venus.
I keep hearing Venus now.
Yeah, I also hear Venus.
Yes.
Yeah, so you do see Spore's name's on there, and it looks like on this like wooden tag, Xanthoria is carved onto it as well.
That name's on here as well. Not even just spores. This is troubling.
Okay, you can get one more dog question, and I'm gonna say 10 minutes have passed. You all are talking and whatnot.
Have you been a good boy lately?
Very good play. Belly rubs, and he flings Thunderwing off of him as he flops onto his back, belly exposed.
God. So he's going to take an extra handkerchief that he has and kind of use it as like a barrier between himself and the dog, I guess, and like try to rub its belly a little bit.
Just can't resist.
You go and begin to rub his belly, and before it turns to gibberish, you can just like hear him. Oh, yeah, right there, that's the spot. Oh, yes, right there. Such weird shit to say. And as you are rubbing his belly, you see in your mind this really clear picture of an elf in this cape that looks to be covered in moss and lichen, and as soon as it comes really quickly and it leaves, and you are left with this intense longing and hunger inside.
Oh.
But otherwise you are like not harmed at all by it, but that's what you feel.
Like when you say an intense hunger, like for food?
Yes.
Or
yes, food. Like you're just hungry.
okay, alright, well
You want a Big Mac.
that would be pretty good right about now. So he is gonna like the handkerchief he used to like touch the dog, he's gonna just leave it behind. But he's immediately gonna go into his pack. He's gonna take off one of his gloves to break off a piece of a ration and just start, chowing down.
Yeah, you begin to chow down.
All right, we were sent to this cave with this boat, so I'm gonna go into a corner away from everyone and see if there's anything in the boat, because at the place it was empty, right?
Yes, at the place that was empty.
Just see if coming here has illuminated the book, so to speak.
Yep.
But
Well,
I am
she's
going to
doing
go
that.
away so I don't inflict anyone else with the allergies,
Yep.
or possibly worse.
Okay, give me one
Yep.
second.
Ash.
Yep, Ash, what?
Yep. Ashwell. Yep. He was gonna ask Thunderwing. So, yeah, we might be going deeper into what cave later. Is that all right with you? Is there anything down further in we should know about what you might remember?
Lots of shrooms.
You cut out a bit. I didn't
A
hear
lot
it.
of shrooms.
Oh, shrooms.
Yep.
All the shrooms.
All
Are
the
any of
shrooms.
those shrooms moving? In a in a strange
Spore.
manner. Huh?
Spore is moving.
Floor or like floor?
Spore.
no.
Spore.
Spore.
The dog's name.
Dog. Yep.
But I mean further into the cave, not right here.
No, I don't think
Yep.
so.
Beyond. Very.
Hmm.
Okay. Good to know.
Right, we'll have to be careful as we go in.
You should always be careful. Being
Where's
careful
the-
is the must.
True.
All right, Jackie, go ahead and make for me as you open up the book. Make. Gosh, where was it?
Constitution saving throw?
Yes, it is Constitution.
Yep.
Sorry, there's a few different things I was looking at. What'd you get? Nice. As you open this book, you are prepared for it. And you kind of hold it away as these spores pop up and you thumb through. And it seems as though, like, right now, like, you can kind of see the first page has started to fill, but I mean, it's nothing useful. It just says, like, Xanthoria, a quest for knowledge. But it has started to begin to fill.
We have a title page.
You have a title page.
Well,
I'm assuming that information is relied.
Yes.
Maybe if we get deeper into a cave, more will show up.
I think so too. Let's go ahead and proceed. I'll take point. And then Vitas is going to go ahead and raise his warhammer and shield, and then he's going to start advancing.
As
Yes, I'll
you
be with you.
as
Any
you
that
all
goes along with. Sorry.
it's okay.
Yep.
So just this here, it is water, like a small stream, just so you all are aware as you are moving through, and then the green is kind of like swampy in it. But
Thought
as
so.
you all continue, you do see that there is an entranceway down here, and there's also, you can continue down to the south in the direction that you were coming. So you can go southwest, or you can just go south, whichever way. Looks like we're going with the southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
To tell.
as-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as we're moving along, Ash will always just be like a couple of steps here behind. Like, what's
Vitas.
Crook, isn't it? Wait, I thought. Here, isn't Venus for guy over right for back? Or is what father fucker?
No, Vitas
what
is
Crook?
up in the front, right here.
Yep. This whole time I've been mixing your two icons.
Who, me and
Yeah,
Ricky?
but yeah, in case combat or anything happens and I'm not quick enough with moving, Ash will always be like a spice or two behind Vetus.
Yes.
As you all
Does
can go ahead.
Thunderwing coming with us?
She is. That's what I was trying to narrate. As you all begin moving, Thunderwing does say, maybe I can come with you all so I don't have to stay back here alone with Spore. Would it be okay if we joined? We might be able to help.
Ash will say, just keep a little bit of distance, enough so that none of your spores come over to us. Then yeah.
I don't know that Ash would know this, but the rest of the group would know if the dog had the disease, it would be too late. You all would already be infected by it. So there's nothing to fear with the dog.
Yep.
So whether or not the group tells
above game.
Right. Well, that's why I'm saying it.
Yep.
Whether or not the group would tell Ash, and then if we can stop right here for me so I can narrate.
Oh, right, my bad.
You're good. I'll wait. Is everyone gonna keep that distance as Vetus? Now I don't even know your name anymore. I fucked around and Vetus. Like Venus, but a D.
You
I fucked around and found out. Yeah.
Now you stopped fighting out.
As the group is moving through, you do notice a lot of brightly colored fungi lines the walls of this place. You are able to you are able to see these stalks of slimy violet mushrooms, and they look to be as tall as a person, dotting this cavern here. And you see, mushroom tendrils that are drifting from the domed-shaped roof of the cavern. It's about 20 feet high. And they seem to be softly pulsing with a burgundy glow to them. And you notice that there are two humanoid figures currently suspended in the strands. They are about 10 feet above you all. Their flesh looks to be intertwined with the oozing dendrils. And in each of your minds, as you come into the room, you can hear them, "Free us. Please, put us out of our misery."
Yeah, it will be. Think for a moment. Start raising his bow to aim it and look towards what others should I just do it? Don't like seeing people things like that.
Well,
Have mercy on us, please. You can kill us. Just get us out of here.
Curative magics are my specialty, but I believe they might be too far gone.
Are we sure
beyond
that's
my
them?
capabilities, at least. What was that?
Are we sure that's them actually saying it and not another entity?
Very valid.
Trying to trick us into killing them.
It's a hard choice to make. Let's.
If they are truly suffering, then yes, I agree that we should help that suffering end.
Well,
If
I'd
they're being
argue
tricked
that.
into
I'd argue if they're being possessed by something, that they are suffering anyways. Though, 'tis no ghost, obviously. Just make it as painless as you can for them.
Alright. Here, hold your breath, move away just in case. And Ash will aim with his bow and shoot for closer one towards him once everyone's moved how I wanted to move.
So as you look at this does not seem like something that firing, like, because they are, like, completely engrossed in this, so it doesn't look like firing at them is going to be what it'll take to get them, like, freed of it, or even to be able to kill them, because it's going to serve as, like, a barrier to them.
Yep. Yeah, like there's no half gaps threat directly to
No,
where
they
they
are,
are.
like, it's almost as if they are in, like, a stomach or something, based, like, they are completely enclosed by it.
Ugh,
Oof.
it's gross. Well,
I mean, you can fire at it. I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to fire and penetrate into them, it's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah, don't exactly have arrows to waste on it. Like, I have a fair amount, but prefer to save them where I can.
and I can't exactly reach up to them either. I've got javelins, but that's the same issue as, your arrows.
Fortunately, don't know enough about these spores.
Above game, one of your javelins is a lightning one.
Right,
How
yeah.
conductive how conductive do you reckon those things are? Or do you reckon it's
Mushrooms?
more insulation?
I wouldn't imagine them being very conductive at all, to be honest with you.
Nah, not mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't know if it's a case of how electric fence thing, and you just form a human chain, only one person at the end gets affected, or what?
Well, I mean, I don't think we really want to set fire to it. I mean, it's always a possibility. God, what the hell?
Yeah, so
Remy, fly up there. Take a look at them.
How much will you pay me for it?
Oh my god.
I'll give you a whole copper piece.
And you can take that copper piece and shove it.
I mean, I don't need them alive.
We
I
don't
say
need
we
to be
leave 'em in-
alive. We just want to be freed of this.
I mean, we can deal with them when we come back through. Assuming we come back through. I don't think this is a problem that needs to be solved now.
Yep. How are they? Yeah, how are they attached to a ceiling? Is it like something coming down and then a sort of stomach thing? Like, is
Yeah,
there a
so
tendril
they're,
coming
like,
down?
completely covered up in mushrooms, and, like, so it's almost like they are spider-webbed onto the wall. They have, like, this mushroom barrier completely covering over them, like, super, super thick. It's even hard for you
Yeah.
all to make out that they are there. If they weren't speaking to you, you probably wouldn't have even noticed, because they are also, about 10 feet high from the group, and they are blending in. So, and they are here and here completely covered.
Yeah. Yes. So there's not like, and I'm doing a thing with my camera. Hey, there's not like this dangly thing that I can just shoot, and if I just drop, is there?
There is not. Like, this looks extremely tough, as if somebody's going to need to cut it and make some kind of strength to get it to free them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, last question in regards to this, and I'm thinking of one of my feats. Yeah, does it look like 3/4 cover or full in regards to getting to them?
They are completely covered, so full cover.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
like
can't do
it's
shit
kind
then.
of like a translucent thing, so like you can make out that they are behind it. It looks as though they might even be kind of suffocating from it, but like they, in terms of cover, they are fully covered.
Yep. Yeah, I was pretty much just asking that because of his sharpshooter feat, which I just popped it in, which lets me ignore half and 3/4 cover. But yeah, I shit Ash can do he.
Like, so you are more than able to fire at the mycelium covering and try to like essentially kill it. But if you are just trying, like, that will take a while. But if you're just trying to free and put the two people out of their misery, then that is going to take somebody cutting and making a strength check. Or if you have other ideas. But like,
How flammable does that and everywhere else look?
How about Kaust? Can you just firebolt it?
I I will burn the covering. There's
we just
maybe
want
a
to be
chance.
die.
Your talking is making me agree with you. There's every chance that maybe if we get in and fix this issue, maybe they could be released. They can't be. And he'll turn to Thunderwing. Have they been here long?
Who?
Seriously? The two people up on the ceiling.
Who?
If we
I didn't know there were
go-
people here.
if we go and possibly trigger something that would allow us to find a better way to release them, and then end the misery of them complaining to us in our heads. Maybe there's another solution.
As
Well-
we say, fire might work, but do any of us have ways to stop it spreading as it gets out of control? Do we want to go down that route?
Probably not. Not at this rate, anyways. In either case, if we really want to find out any other ways to potentially solve this issue, we'll have to go deeper in. And as you can see, it branches off in a few different directions, so we'll have to pick and choose which way we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so
All right.
Ash will look up to those two and say, "Real sorry, but we have no way of getting to you easily right now."
Understood. Thank you for considering.
Vetus is going to go ahead and gesture at the group, and then he's going to head in this direction.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and that's gonna be a good stopping point for us for tonight.
Oh, you triggered a thing. Way to go.
I mean, the
Let's
thing
head
was
up
gonna
to
be.
that.
You all could have gone anywhere. The thing was getting ready to be triggered. Yeah, because what was triggered will probably take us a bit. All right. We will be back next Saturday to hopefully get further into the cave and see what happens. All right. Thank you if you're watching the stream. We will see you next Saturday as we continue with this Candlekeep expedition that we've tied into Lost Mine of Findelver. All right. See you, stream.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Yep. See you
Thanks for
next
joining
week.
us.